Do you think that that's too many colors for people?
No, I don't, because when they start doing their apple, which we'll be doing first, is that I try to get them to just not use, you know, orange and red or whatever the apple color is. I want them to put some purple in there. I want them to use different colors, one on top of the other, just to get a feel of using them and to show how you don't have to blend too much. So yeah, I put a lot of blues in there, I put a lot of purples in there, oranges, yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't put any yellow in this one. Oops. Gotta get the yellow. Believe it or not, by a woman in Venice, Italy. Her name was Rosalba Carrera. She was a fabulous and very famous portrait artist of the time. It was 1660, 1650. So she died in the 1670s. So she loved using pastels, and she made it a very great thing for artists. And you never saw any pastels until the Impressionists came along. And the Impressionists in Paris absolutely loved them because they could take them outside. Plein air was really something they loved to do. And it was an easy medium to use. And today, if you go to a museum and you see a Degas that's a pastel, you'll see that it is as luminescent, as beautiful as the day you painted it. It doesn't crack. It doesn't fade unless it's in direct sunlight for years and years. It's not like oil in that way. So it became very, very popular. And then it went out of use again until just recently. In the 90s when I started, pastel is different than watercolor in that you do the darks first, okay? Because if you did the lights first, because everybody sees the light and they say, I want to paint that right away. You don't do that with pastels. You have to put the darks down first, because then it'll be all muddled if you put the lights down, then you cover it with the dark. So you want those brights and those lights to stand out. So you put. I usually start with a brown or dark red or something, you know, it doesn't matter. I try to fill up the paper as best I can, okay? So when you go to paint it, really look at the apple, okay? You know an apple's red, that apple right there. And I'm squinting, right? And I'm seeing it's really dark here. So I'm gonna do this, right? And here, where it's hitting, I'm doing this right here, okay? Here, okay? Okay? So what I do is, it doesn't even matter how bold or whatever these strokes go on, but I separate it into thirds, okay? And then thirds again, all right? So where does everything fall, okay? All right, so this mountain, because I'm not doing all of this, because the paper is not the same size, that's the thing. If you've got something that goes this way, you can't put your paper this way. There's a tree here, right? Doesn't matter, right? Then there's a tree over here. There it is. So what do I do first? Okay, now you've got your thing laid out, okay? Take things out that you don't think you're gonna be able to do. Just take it out. You don't need it, right? Keep it simple. With pink, you can make it purple. You know what I mean? You can do something like, you know, you put some purples in here. I mean, I go up and down with it, and then I go across with it, but I always